Hey team, I wanted to make a quick video just because I know that I've been kind of posting and I've been trying a bunch of different things. I just made experimental soap. I am using the electric scooter. I've been using the wipes in the bathroom, and I've been trying a bunch of different things. But I know that my initiatives have fluctuated. A lot of my initiatives have been very exciting and good for the planet and good for my being mindful. But I know that a lot of them have kind of fallen to the wayside as I've moved around quite a bit and I've kind of changed lifestyles quite a bit. I was working however many hours. Now I am not working at all, and I've changed living environments. I've lived with my parents, with my mother, so different roommates, just all sorts of different things have been kind of in flux for, I'd say a couple of years now, actually, because I've been consistently moving and kind of changing how life has been happening. And so I kind of did want to make a video just because I have been exploring and learning new tactics to help save the planet, but a lot of them haven't stuck. And like I have been using a dryer instead of line drying my laundry, and I know part of me, like, it was on my list to buy a line where I could hang my own laundry, but I didn't want to invest at that time. Then I ended up not having an apartment. Then I ended up selling most of my furniture, so just different things like that. So I've not been line drying my laundry. I haven't been hand washing my laundry. I haven't been using my little mini washer just because I did break that, and I did end up throwing it away when I was out car camping, and I had to empty the car when it broke down, so that got thrown away. So I have been using a regular washer. I will say that the washer I've been using does have a sensor, so it can tell what's in it, and will fill water to the level that's needed. So I do take that into consideration. I think that that's more sustainable, more environmentally friendly. So I think that that's great. That's a part of our system now. I do think it's probably an Energy Star rated appliance. I'd have to double check to be sure, but yeah, so things have kind of been in flux. I've got my hankies. I got them here, actually. I've got these, and these were actually the napkins, and now they're the hankies because the hankies became the restroom wipes. So things are kind of changing, and I know sometimes I get called out, why are you using regular toilet paper to blow your nose? That's not good for the planet. And why are you using toilet paper to wipe in the bathroom if you have the wipes in the bathroom? And so I will say, I don't believe that that's hypocritical. I'm giving myself leeway on that. I'm giving myself a little freedom to kind of ebb and flow with the circumstances of life, and I think that is still that's just going to be how these initiatives work if you're adopting them. In any environment, it's not going to be a strict follow all these rules. Especially if people are trying new things, you can't regulate it that much, and you can't force it that much to every single time. You have no choice, but you must do this. So I just think that that's not a good way to try new things and to kind of positively reinforce new things. I don't know a lot of people who do use like the cloth napkins for hankies. I don't know a lot of people who do use them. And the cloths in the bathroom, that's kind of new too. And that's a new area I've been meaning to look more into, is the chemistry of the water in like city water. That was kind of a wow, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of like all the softeners and things and how that gets flushed into our water systems too. And so there's a lot that factors into our water. Since I was looking at the footprint, and of course I've been doing the towel baths, the toweling off, and that's actually been consistent. And I will make another video because it's, gosh, has it been a month and a week now, and it's still fine. It's completely fine. I'll dunk my hair under the faucet in the shower, but I don't turn the shower head on for that, and so that's been sustainable so far, and that's been just fine. So but little things are kind of going, and we're still enjoying how things are going. I don't know. It's been fun to experiment and to figure out. But yeah. So I was looking at footprint, and I'm still conserving and preserving water. Now I'm trying to figure out how, more about that, and looking at the chemistry of the water itself. I'd love to learn more about chemistry. I do have a microscope, but in my experience, plain water, when I put it under the microscope, still looks clear. So I might not have the equipment to do that. That's clear. That just looks like water. Close up, that's still water. So good. So there's a lot to learn in that regard. I have been watching the footprint, like I said, and I've made how many videos on that, and so I'd like to learn more about that, and keep moving forward in that initiative. I was looking at ice a little bit, and and how ice melt, and so that's interesting. That kind of shout out to my sister on that, because she studied glaciers in college. But it all kind of fluctuates, and it all ebbs and flows together. We have a bedrock situation in Minnesota, down in Winona, where the bedrock is highly permeable, and so we have a lot of fertilizers and a lot of nitrogen, phosphorus, just going directly down and filtering down through the bedrock too fast. So all of those chemicals are being directly introduced into the water systems, and they are not being filtered. So it's just pure, all that chemicals right into our water, so it's with the rain. So that's something that's kind of a thing right now. And I went into the cave systems, and so learning about bedrocks and things like that. So just kind of learning more about it, and did a little glimpse on the internet about deserts, because I know I wanted to learn more about desert plants and what we can eat, and the plants down south. But of course that trip got cut short when my car died, and I ran out of room on the card, and then it was just a hot mess. And so I came home for the holidays, and now it's beyond the holidays by months, and so I no longer even have a car. So it's been experimental. It's been very experimental. It's been very fun. I'm learning a lot, and I do feel like we're making good progress in our initiatives. So things are good so far. So I just wanted to make a little video just to say, yeah, I'm not I'll use toilet paper, and I will blow my nose using paper sometimes. It's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna be mad at myself. I'm not gonna call myself a hypocrite, because that's okay. the amount you use is still way less, and so it's still helping the system exorbitantly. It's just not perfection incarnate, and but I'd say the savings are still pretty really good in way of paper consumption and things like that. So I'm still pleased with where we're at, where we're going. I still like the systems that I have in place. I haven't restarted hanging laundry to dry, and I haven't hand washed. I've done a little hand washing of the wipes in the bathroom, but otherwise, no. Now I'm lazy with laundry. I don't even take delicates out and line and line dry those. So it's just everything goes in the wash, everything goes in the dryer. I'm not even being particular right now. So, and it all seems fine. So, and I know when I was growing up doing the family laundry, we split it all into colors, and then as I started doing laundry for myself, it was just everything at the same time, and it's still everything at the same time now, but yeah, anyway, so just little things like that, nuancey things. I got a new laundry detergent. I can make a video about that. We can try that. All right. But I just wanted to say, yes, I will still use paper products. And that's just going to be what happens. I'm also going paperless, so I'm trying to take less notes, because I'm that person who will write on everything and have how many notes and how many places. And so that has been cut down exceptionally as well. So lots of things are changing, and it's very cool. It's very cool, and of course that's not perfect. So some things I will say, I need this written down, so that way I do it. It's in front of my face. I can hold on to it. This is what, so I have one thing I needed this on paper. So, but otherwise things are really going well, and I think I can feel the changes happening, and I feel good about what I'm doing to help save the planet. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.